Uganda is home to diversity of wildlife species, ranging from large mammals such as elephants, buffaloes, hippos, lions, leopards, chimpanzees, among others. However, due to various factors including growing human population and limited land for agriculture, conflict between humans and wildlife was inevitable. It is against this backdrop that Uganda Wildlife Authority has reviewed its community conservation policy to address the underlying challenges.
At Uganda Wildlife Authority, we received a total of 2,833 reports of human-wildlife conflicts. But last year, 2020, that number almost doubled because our figure was 4,257, showing over 50% increase in a single year.
According to Uganda Wildlife Authority officials, implementation of the policy will significantly contribute to reduced wildlife-induced damage, improved community relations, hence harnessing both ecological and economic benefits from wildlife conservation.
Into staffing as well, and we have uplifted the community conservation unit from being a unit to being a sub-directorate with a deputy director in charge, and have provided additional staff to ensure that we reach out to communities and ensure that we are able to address the challenges that they face with wildlife.
We are drafting the wildlife compensation regulations, largely highlighting the procedures for compensating individuals that have been affected by wildlife now. This process has been ongoing. We did initiate the draft. We worked closely with our mother ministry.
Uganda Wildlife Authority disclosed that over the last 15 years, over 35 billion Uganda shillings has been dispersed as revenue sharing funds to communities and districts living in close proximity with wildlife, an additional $4.8 billion from private companies managing wildlife. However, some of the funds were mismanaged.
Complaints that they receive from communities, they say that they are not feeling the money there. The activities or projects that we think are important for the communities, when communities actually think otherwise. As long as the community feel that this money is not helping them, believe you me, we will not have achieved our objectives. So that
have been dispersed into the communities and districts in those areas. I must say, however, that despite all this money being big, I think it adds up to almost 50 billion in total. We have had shortcomings. People have misused the money. Some projects have not been completed, though we have had some successes. So, to ensure that the above issues are addressed, the ones I've mentioned and many more, we thought it important to review the 2004 Community Conservation Policy to ensure that the changes are addressed.
The policy has been strengthened to support and ensure that wildlife communities benefit more from the wildlife resources with which they coexist and also protect. Conservation conflicts remain one of the complex and greatest challenges facing wildlife protection in Africa. Zahara Abigaba, UBC.